Hello folks, welcome to Lifestyles with Terry Lynn. I'm getting ready to fertilize my newbies. You know, my plants for the fall. Let's get busy. Okay, what this is it's going to be one-handed because I'm using a selfie stick. Yeah, with a smartphone. It's going to be one-handed fertilizing of nude seedlings. Some are getting kind of big though. Okay, I'm going to start with the lettuce, and I'm going to put Miracle-Gro on that lettuce that really needs it. So, just going to reach in here and get 2 tablespoons. Put it in the watering can, which is a gallon watering can. 2 should be plenty. I don't like to over fertilize. I'm going to take this over to the water spigot, whatever they call that. Turn on the water. Okay. Fill her up. I love gardening. It's a big part of my life. And being outdoors is an added pleasure. I love to be among the birds, the butterflies, the bees. I'm a lover of nature, and I always have been since the time I was born practically. As a child, I was fascinated with ants and ant hills. So I'm surprised I didn't go into studying biology. Okay, and ecology. Let's see here, because I also like different rocks and fossils and shells, seashells, things like that. Okay. All right, I'm going to walk over here and I'm going to show you something. Look at that. I took down the sunflower because they were dying, and they were just blowing in the wind. They looked like they were going to fall down anyway because we had a storm come through not too long ago. It was very windy. We actually didn't have any rain because we have a drought going on. So I knocked them down. I got to dig up that root. I dug up a root yesterday and I broke a shovel doing it. It was an older shovel. Luckily we have another one. Okay, let's walk over here to where the lettuce is. There's my scarecrow. I got some more coming from Bed Bath & Beyond, I believe it's called. Okay, there's some of my veggies growing. Here's the lettuce. Not doing that great. It's getting a little bigger. Yeah, but this one right here really needs help. It's tiny. Let's give it some Miracle-Gro. I wish it was as big as the kale, or looked as good as the kale. There's that tiny little perennial trying to hide from me. Here are the beets. Now I'm getting ready to give the beets, and the kale bone meal. There's some more kale. Now I got some more Miracle-Gro here. So what should I put this on? Here's my potato vine. It's doing very well. I don't know if there's any flowers that are potato. Yeah, they've been blooming off and on. There may be one over here, but it closed up. Yeah, I believe it closed up. Okay, but I just love this coneflower. These purple coneflowers are doing very well here. Oh my. Oh, it's going to be another sunny day. I think it's going to be hot. I've got shorts on. I changed after I did my cooking for the day. Here's the okra. And it is getting taller. And it's getting new growth, new leaves. My husband said it looked like asparagus from a distance because it lost some of the leaves. I think I'm going to go ahead and water the snow peas with this Miracle-Gro. Now, the carrots, I think I'll give them some Miracle-Gro too. You know, but they could use some bone meal maybe. Maybe I'll do that at a later time when they get a little bigger. You can barely see the carrots. They're so tiny. Normally I use a hose, but when you fertilize, you can't do that unless you have a filter system, a special system where the container is hooked up to the hose. And my late mother-in-law, I fertilized her plants that way. We don't have that system here. There's some tiny little carrots. Give them some Miracle Grow. Okay. They got plenty. The rest of this I'm going to... Those snow peas are doing pretty well. Let me see here. There's something else that might need this. I don't care. I'm going to give it to them. Miracle Grow. There. They got their watering for the day. Let's give this okra here some. Miracle Grow. That's the rest of it. I'm going to do the bone meal next for the root vegetables. That is okra. I think it has kind of a tropical look over here. The leaves are more towards the top. It's in a different location. Not as much sun, maybe. I don't know. There's definitely full sun over by the fence. I think this is full sun too. I grew this a little later. Maybe that makes a difference. Okay, can you see me? All right. Just going over here to put in my bone meal, which is great for root vegetables. And bulbs, like spring bulbs, like tulip bulbs, hyacinth bulbs, and onions. Great for onions also. Okay. Bone meal. This takes... Now this is only I believe this is only half a teaspoon. Not teaspoon, tablespoon. So I got to put 4 of these babies. This is bone meal. It came from Oakland Nursery last year. I bought it mainly for the beets, and it worked charms. Now the fall crops, from my experience, normally don't do as well as the spring crops. So if it doesn't turn out that great, or the beets don't get that big, then that's just part of life. But we'll eat them no matter how small they are. Okay, let me get the water's already turned on. Fill this baby up and get busy on the root vegetables. Okay, boy oh boy, it's like a beige color when you mix it with the water. One time I put this bone meal down for some beets, that was last year, in the garden right behind me, because besides those tomatoes that are volunteers, I had some beets last year growing in this garden. And I put down quite a bit of bone meal to fertilize, and the girls, I went inside the house, and my doggies were outside licking the ground because the bone meal, I had to get them away from it very quickly. As quickly as I could. I didn't want them to get sick from the bone meal. So watch that. Your animals, your pets, maybe cats and dogs, they like the bone meal, let me tell you. So make sure and I had to put up a little fence around the beets after that for when I fertilized them. I'm not worried about it today. The girls have not done that in quite a while. And I mix it better with water. Maybe I didn't have enough water. I think I only used a half gallon that time. So you need to have plenty of water mixed in, so your pets don't get tempted to lick the bone meal off the ground. Okay, there's my zinnias. As I'm walking by, I had to look at them. Yep, the finches. Now, if I didn't have these zinnias, I would not have taken the sunflowers down that soon. I would have left them up no matter how ugly they were. But at one time, they were beautiful. But the finches love the zinnias, so I know I still have a food source for them. Okay, there's a big tomato coming on. Where is it? There we go. Oh, it's sunny out already. I can hardly see. I'm going back here to show you where I put the sunflowers. This way the squirrels and the birds can help themselves. They're still here, there's still seeds in them, and they can eat them. Now we'll leave it here until it's completely eaten by the little critters. I've seen the squirrels on them before, but the birds really go to town on these sunflowers. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna go back here and water the turnips. Then I'm going back there to water the beets with this fertilizer, bone meal. I got quite a bit in this container, probably more than I need, but I have a little bit of carrots over this way. I could give them some, I guess. I think with the selfie stick, it's easier to zoom in on plants. I love it for that reason. Only problem is I can't work with two hands when I do it. Oh, I just want you to see this little scarecrow. He's adorable. Isn't it cute? I love him. Got some old corn I'm probably going to take down pretty soon. I was going to use the stalks for decorations, but might be too far gone. Okay, there's a little bit of carrot. I planted some carrot seeds. These didn't take off as well as the ones in the back. Maybe they're getting too much sun here. Carrots can grow in partial shade. They don't have to have as much sun as some other veggies. Okay, I don't need to give them much. See, I've been watering them every day. Okay, let's go back here to where the beets are. My kale doesn't need fertilized. It looks good. Oh God, my back. I don't know what happened. I got a kink in it. Kink in the hose, now I got a kink in my back. Oh my goodness, that's part of life. Kinks. Nothing's perfect. Oh, but that hurt a little bit. I'm getting old. Getting ready to turn 62. Oh, no. Where's the beets? Right here. I started to water the kale. The end of December. And I'm not filing for Social Security till I'm probably 67. So I got a long time to go before I reach full retirement. Okay. I'm perfectly happy with my husband. I do wish we lived in the country or a small town, but we're going to make do here because it benefits us financially to stay here and keep paying on the house until it's paid off. We have we got a really low interest rate years ago, and we want to stay with it. Yeah. Through our mortgage. Okay, then that explains it. Now these sunflowers are not doing too badly. Next year I may grow these after all because I don't think I'm going to do the very large ones. There's a honeybee. You can see that. Woo, it flew away when it saw me coming with the camera. Okay. All right then. All right then, that's pretty much it. I was just fertilizing the plants. God bless you. God bless America. Have a wonderful weekend. Go Buckeyes!